Welcome aboard the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon podcast, where we're dedicated to helping first-time and experienced boat buyers find the right boat at the best price so they have years and years of boating fun, because life truly is better on a boat. Today's podcast is sponsored by the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon Toolkit, packed with inspection checklists, questions to ask private sellers and dealers, ownership calculators, how to sea trial a boat the right way, and much more. And it's all yours free at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/toolkit. And the magic money saving method, the insider's way to getting the best deal on your new or used boat. Check out the video at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/save. Now, let's hop aboard and have some fun. Welcome to the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon podcast. I am your host, Captain Matt. And today we're going to talk about new boats versus used boats. You may be asking yourself, hey, should I spend the extra money for the new boat? Or should I go the used boat route and maybe get somebody else's problem and headache? It's a great question. We're going to dive into just answering that specific question. And we've also created a video on how to buy a used boat to avoid the headaches and not get screwed. So that is a video. If you watch this, that's a video that you may want to check out if a used boat is the direction. And I'm going to start by saying you should probably shop both. You should probably look at both new and used boats. Even if you know you're going to buy a used boat, there's still value by looking at the new boats, talking to the dealers, and getting a sense for the marketplace, getting some expert advice. So let's jump into new versus used. Now, I have bought both new and used, and there's pluses and minuses to each. Here's the thing, is there's no right answer. There's no, this is the absolute right answer. A big portion of it depends on your budget, but there's other considerations that you want to think about. Obviously, the first one, a new boat is going to have a higher price. If you look at a new boat compared to the exact same boat that's 2 or 3 years old, there's going to be a significantly higher price. The used boat's going to have more savings. Other advantages to the new boat, you've got a full warranty, so you're limited on the risk. Now, you do have a risk if you do something to damage the boat or you do something kind of silly. You may have some additional repairs, additional expenses associated with it. On a used boat, there's no warranty, so there's more risk. It's part of the savings. So one of the things that I encourage, if you are looking at a used boat, and I do encourage a lot of people to consider it, especially first-time boat owners, to consider a used boat, just make sure that you follow all the steps in the used boat podcast that's available for you at the site. So this is one that's going to maybe sway you one way or another. A new boat is going to be in perfect condition. There's not going to be a scratch on the exterior. All of the interior seats and cushions and is going to be in perfect condition, or the dealer will make it that way. On a used boat, I don't care how unused it is. If it has 15 hours on it and it's only got 1 season of use, it will have a blemish or something that's not perfect on the boat. It's just the nature of owning a boat, the environment they operate in. There is something that's going to be not quite right. It may be a small ding. It may be a very, very, very minor issue. But every used boat on the market has some sort of an issue, and it's up to you as the buyer to find all of the issues and then make your decision. Do I still want to purchase this boat? And I'm telling you, there's going to be several known issues, and I'm going to say, yeah, purchase it. It's fine. Who cares? A little dock rash, a little nick in the gel coat, a little scratch here, a little something that's not right there, may be very easy to fix, or it may be, it may be really irrelevant to the fun you're going to have on the boat. But I do encourage you to actually know about all the issues and find all the issues. On a new boat, you've got the advantage of a dealership relationship, a dealer relationship. That relationship with the dealer can be invaluable over the life of your boat ownership, of your boating lifestyle. Having somebody to go to to help with any issues, to have some expert knowledge of the local marketing area. I'm always a big fan of buying from the local dealership and not trying to save a couple $100 and buy from somebody that's 500 miles away. That dealer relationship in boating is much more valuable, in my opinion, than the dealer relationship from a car dealer. It's just, the boating world is much more localized. It's much more difficult. It's much smaller and more fragmented. So having that dealer relationship can oftentimes be your fast pass to the answer, to avoiding an issue, and to having a resource when you need it. On a used boat, the dealer relationship, hey, guess what? You can still buy a used boat from a dealer and you can build that relationship. That is great. Or if you buy a boat from a private individual, take that boat. One of the things we talk about in the used boat videos is having that boat inspected and the compression on the engine checked to make sure that the engine's firing as strong as it should be. Start your dealer relationship that way. Have that resource so that you know that you have a place to go if something comes up. Preferably with the dealer that offers that manufacturer on the new side. They're going to have better connections to parts and to resources and information. But having that dealer relationship, even if you buy a used boat, even if you buy it from a private individual, I'm going to recommend trying to build a relationship with that dealer in that situation. On a new boat, you've got a known history. From day one, you know exactly what's happened to that boat, how it's been taken care of, where it's been stored, where it's been run, how it's been taken care of. On a used boat, you've got an unknown history. You don't know whether it's been run in a saltwater environment. You don't know if it was always winterized and taken care of properly and the fluids changed properly. And the older the boat, the more hours on the boat, the less the history is known. Again, back to that, the resource I do for used boat buyers, how to buy a used boat and not get screwed. One of the things that we talk about is, hey, what can you do to know as much of the history as possible and to avoid some of the unknowns and avoid some of the risk that comes with a used boat, so that you can get as close to the perfect boat with a hassle-free ownership process going forward. Knowing that history and following those steps are going to be very valuable. I don't want to turn anybody away from a used boat, because I'm a big believer in used being right for a lot of people. Heck, in the marketplace, over 3/4 of the boats sold are used boats. So there's a lot of opportunity there, a lot of boats on the market, and a lot of great values. That, matter of fact, I'll tell you, that currently, as I record this, I'm helping my father-in-law buy a boat. They just bought a lake place, and I'm helping him buy a boat. And for him, it's a first boat, and I'm encouraging him to get a used boat, and I'm helping him through that process. And hopefully, as we go through that process, I may create a video to show you exactly how I help him and how we go through that process to avoid the risk, to avoid the unknown history, and to know all of the issues to make sure we make a smart decision for him. The new boat, less for your money. On the used boat, you're going to get more for your money. So here's what can happen. On a new boat, it may be $75,000 to buy a 25-foot bow rider. But in your market area, a 27 or a 30-foot is going to be more comfortable. It's going to give you a better enjoyment. Well, you can buy that same brand of boat a couple years older and get a couple extra feet, and you're going to get more for your money. Sometimes you need to do that to get the size boat or the style of boat. That are the options on the boat that are going to make you happiest. And sometimes doing that and going used allows you to get that done easier. A known cost of ownership versus a less known cost of ownership. It comes with the risk of the warranty and no warranty. On a new boat, you're going to have the ownership cost of the boat, storage, fuel, insurance. the maintenance is going to be a very known cost. You're going to have your fluid changes, you're going to have your impeller change, and you're going to have basic maintenance. Per engine, if you budget $500 a year for maintenance, you're going to be more than covered. On the used boat, because there's less, the history is unknown, there may be some repairs that pop up. So I encourage people to put a little bit more in their budget towards that maintenance and the repair cost. But here's the thing, is if you're saving $30,000 by going used versus new, that some of that money can go towards that unknown, and just put it in the bank, put it in your hey, I saved this money already. I know there's going to be some extra costs that come up, and we're going to have this money set aside for when they do. We're going to be able to take care of it. And again, if you watch that used boat, how to buy a used boat the right way training, you are going to find out exactly the process, the steps to go through to avoid that, and to have as known as possible cost of ownership on a used boat. So that is my thoughts on new versus used. Again, if you're looking new or used, the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon Toolkit is a free resource that we've offered. It's got a bunch of checklists in it that are going to help you buy the right boat at the best price, and to give you years and years and years of happy boating. Within that, there is a questions to ask the dealer or a private seller. The inspection checklist when you're inspecting a boat, so that you know exactly what you're getting for your money, a new and used. The demo checklist, how to demo a boat the right way to ensure it's the right boat for you and your family. And then a trade research tool that's going to help you guarantee that you get a fair amount, the maximum amount for your trade, and it's going to help you to make sure that you get the best price. Just a lot of, and then a final details toolkit that helps you with the insurance and financing, gives you some steps there. So it's a great resource. You're going to want to get that. You can go to boatbuyerssecretweapon.com, and there'll be a button on there that is going to allow you to pick that up for free, and we will email it right over to you. So thank you very much for listening. Share this with your friends. Subscribe so that you can get our latest updates, and we appreciate you. We will see you on the next episode. Remember, life is better on a boat.
it's time to pull up the anchor and run this podcast back to the dock. We'll be back again with another helpful and fun episode. If you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, visit us at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/guest, and I'll help offer insights into your boat research and shopping experience. We'd also appreciate it if you gave the podcast a review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, so we know how we're doing. It also helps others find us, which is a big help. You can also share with your boating friends and boating groups on social media. They'll certainly thank you. By the way, if you haven't already, be sure to grab your free Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon Toolkit with inspection checklists, questions to ask, calculators, how to sea trial a boat the right way, and much, much more. You can pick up your copy at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/toolkit today. Already found the perfect boat and want to ensure you don't pay too much? Check out the magic money-saving method at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/save for a short video. And now a few first-time boating tips for when you bought your new boat. Number 1, at the boat ramp, prepare your boat, your gear, your guests in the staging area. Then head back down the ramp, unload, and head to the parking lot. Be courteous to your fellow boaters and don't tie that ramp up unnecessarily with things that should be done in the staging area. It'll make you a lot more boating friends. Number 2, this could save you an expensive ticket, and it's a personal pet peeve of mine. Boats do not have headlights. They have docking lights. They're specifically made for seeing in tight quarters and docking. Please, 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 please do not run your docking lights while running down the lake or the waterway. It will cause other boaters night blindness, and it can be very dangerous, and it's incredibly rude to those other boaters. Plus, as I said, it can land you with a very, very expensive ticket. Number 3, pay attention to your wake at all times. When maneuvering at slow speeds, you can put out an enormous wake. Be sure to be at idle speed, which is just in forward gear, to ensure there's no wake, no extra throttle. Again, this can save you a very expensive ticket, and it's courteous to your fellow boaters. Number 4, follow the maintenance schedule for your boat, changing the oil, the impeller, the gear loop, winterizing before the first major freeze if you freeze in your area, and checking your tires and your hubs and keeping those bearings greased. It will help you ensure that you don't experience an expensive and an unnecessary repair. Keeping up with that general maintenance will ensure that you have a much more fun and enjoyable boating lifestyle and have fewer problems that arise. Number 5, always double check your plug is in, that your battery is charged, and the fuel is full before heading out for a day on the water. Now, I know all of these from personal experience, and it's ruined the boating day every single time. So double check those things before you head out on the water, before you back down that ramp and go, and you'll have much more fun. And most important, have fun. Get out and enjoy your boat as often as you can, because as you know, life truly is better on a boat. Until next time, this is your friend in boating, Captain Matt.